Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, known across the world as Fazza, represents a rare balance between power and humility, action and reflection, visibility and silence. In an age where leaders are often defined by speeches, controversies, and constant exposure, Fazza has chosen a different path, one shaped by discipline, poetry, and purposeful restraint. Born on November 14, 1982, into the ruling family of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan's life was destined for leadership from the very beginning. Yet destiny alone does not create a leader. What shaped Fazza was a careful blend of tradition, education, responsibility, and inner awareness. From his early years, he was trained not only to rule, but to understand people, culture, faith, and time. His education took him beyond Dubai, exposing him to international perspectives while reinforcing his identity. Military training instilled discipline and resilience. Cultural grounding strengthened his respect for heritage. This dual influence, modern knowledge and traditional values, became the foundation of the man the world would later admire. When Sheikh Hamdan was appointed Crown Prince of Dubai in 2008, global attention intensified. Dubai was already known as a city of ambition, innovation, and transformation. Now, the world wanted to know the man who would help shape its future. What they discovered was not a loud or self-promoting figure, but a calm, composed leader who spoke through action rather than words. Fazza's public image is often associated with adventure. Skydiving over iconic skylines, horse riding across deserts, exploring mountains and oceans. These moments captivate millions on social media. But to reduce Fazza to adventure alone would be a mistake. These activities are not performances. They are reflections of discipline, courage, and connection with nature. Behind the athleticism lies something deeper, poetry. Under the pen name Fazza, Sheikh Hamdan writes poetry that resonates far beyond royal circles. His verses explore loyalty, love for homeland, patience, identity, and faith. They are not extravagant declarations. They are measured, thoughtful expressions of inner life. Poetry, for Fazza, is not an escape from leadership. It is an extension of it. In a world obsessed with constant explanation, Fazza chooses silence. Silence, in his case, is not emptiness. It is control. It is the ability to speak only when necessary, to act without announcing, and to preserve dignity in an era that rewards oversharing. This silence has often been misunderstood as mystery or distance. In reality, it is one of his greatest strengths. Social media offers a glimpse into his life, but never the full picture. Fazza understands the power of boundaries. What he shares inspires. What he protects defines him. His personal life, family, and inner struggles remain private. Not because they lack importance, but because they deserve protection. This approach reflects a deeper philosophy. Leadership is not about being seen everywhere. It is about being present where it matters. As Crown Prince, Sheikh Hamdan plays a critical role in Dubai's development. He supports innovation, youth empowerment, sustainability, sports, and humanitarian initiatives. His involvement is often hands-on, yet rarely dramatized. Projects speak louder than promises. Progress speaks louder than publicity. What makes Fazza unique among modern leaders is his ability to remain human while carrying immense responsibility. He does not present perfection. Instead, he presents authenticity through poetry, through discipline, through consistency. His leadership style is calm, forward-looking, and deeply rooted in values. Faith also plays a central role in his life. Islam shapes his worldview, his ethics, and his sense of accountability. This spiritual grounding explains his humility and restraint. Power, for Fazza, is not a privilege, it is a trust. The global fascination with Fazza often focuses on his appearance, lifestyle, or mystery. But those who look closer see something more enduring: character. Trends fade. Appearances change. Character remains. In his poetry, Fazza often returns to themes of loyalty and patience. These are not abstract ideas. They are lived principles. loyalty to family, to homeland, to tradition, patience in leadership, in growth, in silence. These qualities are increasingly rare in a fast-paced world, which is why his presence feels timeless. Fazza does not chase relevance. Relevance follows him. His connection with people is not built on constant communication, but on consistency. People trust what does not change easily. They trust leaders who do not reshape themselves for applause. Fazza's identity remains steady, whether he is addressing national projects or riding alone through the desert. The desert itself holds symbolic meaning in his life. It represents origin, resilience, and clarity. Away from noise, the desert teaches patience and perspective. Many of Fazza's poetic reflections echo this influence, calm, vast, and grounded. While many public figures curate their image to dominate headlines, Fazza curates his life to serve purpose. This difference defines his legacy. Leadership, in his view, is not about being admired. It is about being reliable. As the future ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan represents continuity. He bridges generations, honoring the vision of his father while preparing for challenges ahead. His calm demeanor suggests long-term thinking rather than immediate reaction. In leadership, this is invaluable. Fazza's story is not dramatic. It is disciplined. It is not loud. It is lasting. In a world where noise often replaces meaning, Fazza reminds us that silence can carry strength. That poetry can guide leadership. That visibility does not define value. And that true influence does not demand constant attention. He is a prince of the modern age, yet timeless in approach. A leader who climbs mountains but remains grounded. A poet who speaks softly but leaves impact. A public figure who understands that the most important work often happens away from the spotlight. This is Fazza's story, not just of royalty, but of restraint. Not just of power, but of purpose. And not just of visibility, but of values that endure long after trends fade.